We're going to talk about communication. This is a three-part series. This is video number 2. Well, hello and welcome. If you are new to my channel, let me introduce myself. My name is Arica Angelo and I am the CEO and founder of the Arica Angelo Intimacy Experience. And with intimacy, baby, if you don't know how to communicate, you're in trouble. Just like that rooster over there. So when it comes to communication, first, before I go into that, you should really watch the first video first, and I'll put that in the links below. But when it comes to communication, there's something that none of us really think about. Typically, when we want to communicate something, it's because we have a need. Something's gone wrong, we want something, but we never really stop and we think, what are my expectations of this conversation that I'm entering? So for one, I just want to commend you. Even if you are willing to communicate, like that takes a lot of courage. All too often, many of us are just flat out too scared to communicate. So if you're watching this video, that tells me that you have the courage to go out and communicate and say what's going on inside of you. But let's talk about expectations. A lot of times we don't stop and think, what am I expecting? What is the outcome? What's the goal? What am I hoping to achieve by having this conversation with that person? Nope, we don't do that. We see a situation, we run into it, we start communicating, and then we don't even realize what's the end result? What do I want to get out of this? And guess what? If we don't understand that for ourselves, the person that we're having the conversation with sure as hell doesn't understand what we're expecting. One, you want to get clear with yourself. What is the expectation? What do you really want out of the conversation? What are you hoping to achieve? Get very clear for yourself first and foremost, because remember, you can't give out what you don't already have. So give it to yourself. Be really clear. This is what I really want to happen when this conversation is over. After you've gotten clarity for yourself, then you communicate that to the person. It goes something like this. Hey, listen, I want to talk to you about this. It's something that's been on my mind. After I share this with you, I'm really hoping that we can achieve this. Or I'm hoping that we can work towards this. Or I'm hoping that you just really hear me out. And I actually don't need you to say anything at the end. If you're a woman, like all too often, that's a big thing for us. Telling our man, like, I'm gonna say something to you, but I don't need you to say anything in the end. I just need you to hear me out. I don't need solutions. I don't need you to fix me. I just need you to hear me out. Or let's say you're a man and you're saying, listen, I want you to hear me out. This is very important to me, but I would really appreciate if you didn't react and if you didn't get so defensive with me. If you could just hear what I'm having to say and just let me vent without getting defensive. It's up to the other person how they choose to respond with that. But your responsibility is being very clear about the expectations that you have. What do you want out of the conversation? And that's only an answer that you can give yourself. So stop, get clear with yourself, and understand what I want, and then have the courage to say it to the other person. Intimacy is one of the most beautiful things that we can give to ourselves and to the people in our lives. But if we don't understand what makes intimacy work, like what's the foundation, how to practically do it in our day-to-day lives, then we don't have intimacy. And that's why I've created my intimacy introduction course. And it's gonna help you understand, like, what is it that you need to have in place so that intimacy can show up in your day-to-day life? And if you're a little bit more advanced, then I encourage you to get my Discovering Your Glory, because that is all about not only understanding yourself, understanding your heart and your emotions, but what is it that makes you special and unique and your glory, and how do you interact with the people in your life? So if you've been feeling isolated or a bit shut down, or like, I don't know what my purpose is, or I don't even know how to communicate with the people in my life, this course is an 8-week course that's all encompassing. So I highly recommend that you get that product today. Thank you for coming, and make sure that you subscribe to my channel and comment below and tell me what part of this resonated with you, and be sure to share it with a friend. Until next time, now I want you to enjoy some beautiful footage of Bali. Take care. laughing. I was like, you guys laugh at everything. Maybe I'd have less wrinkles if I laughed more.